14,000 miles away, across the Atlantic Ocean, we learned about a community of girls who drop out of school because they do not have materials to care for themselves during their menstrual cycle. Our Girls in STEM Club set out to solve this problem, and this is a story about what we did. Malawi is a country in southeastern Africa with a population of 18.63 million. It is a peaceful but poor country. More than half of Malawians live on less than $1 per day. Despite the country's poverty, 50,000 refugees live in Malawi. Most refugees come from the Democratic Republic of Congo, Rwanda, Burundi, Ethiopia, and Somalia. The largest refugee camp in Malawi is Dzaleka, located in the Dowa district, 50 kilometers from the capital of Malawi, Lilongwe. Nearly 40,000 refugees live at the camp, which was established by the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees in 1994 to initially accommodate 12,000 refugees. Half of the population at the camp are youth. The discrepancy between the population the camp was designed to support and the number of its current residents has brought congestion, sanitation issues, and lack of resources, all of which have a negative impact on standards of living. The schools at the refugee camp are overcrowded. While there are 15,000 school-aged children living at Dzaleka, there's only room to educate 8,000 in the schools. In the primary years, there are more girls than boys enrolled in school. By 6th grade, the ratio has shifted to 50-50. By 8th grade, the boys outnumber the girls 75% to 25%. As girls go through puberty and begin menstruating, they start spending a week at home every month during their periods because they do not have adequate materials to take care of themselves. This transition to life at home is just enough to pull away girls from academic goals and towards domestic responsibilities. Soon, girls drop out of school altogether. When we first learned about this challenge, we thought we'd design a reusable pad that girls could use during menstruation. But this soon revealed an additional struggle that the residents of the refugee camp face. The World Health Organization suggests at least 20 liters of water per person per day, some for washing, some for drinking, and some for cleaning. At Dzaleka, each resident has access to only 9 liters of water a day, less than half of what the World Health Organization recommends. This water shortage means that females do not have the water supply available to wash reusable sanitary napkins. We then asked about the availability of disposable pads for females at the camp. We learned that females do receive 30 disposable pads each quarter as a part of their refugee rations. However, those pads are often sold at the market in exchange for food in order to meet the calorie needs for the family.
The disposable pads that we get here in the camp are not of good quality. The fact is that they fall apart when using them.
After several brainstorming sessions to come up with a solution to the problem of providing protection for females living in an overcrowded, low water resource environment, we decided to create a hybrid pad that was part reusable and part disposable. To begin our design process, we decided for the members of Girls in STEM Club to test out reusable pads already on the market, and in the process, consider how they could be redesigned to also be partly disposable. The girls kept track of their experiences using a shared Google Doc. The meetings following the month of testing out the reusable pads were insightful. We learned how many pads were used each day and how much water was used for cleaning. We had an idea to create a design that utilized toilet paper as a disposable component. This was our first design attempt, and we had a huge sewing bee to make our 1.0 design. Again, we tested our 1.0 design and recorded data on a running Google Doc. We then created our 2.0 design to be larger and added elastic with a rubberized back to make the pads more secure. After a limited test with the Girls in STEM Club members, we ultimately decided that the hybrid pad was ready to be tested by girls living at Dzaleka. We mailed the pads to the girls in the camp and then met them on Zoom to learn about their experiences. It turns out they have their own girls group at the camp, and we decided to partner with this group in the development of this product. Through our Zoom discussions with the girls, we learned about the different ways they were using the product. Most did not have access to absorbent tissue, so they were inserting disposable pads into the hybrid pad. This seemed to have two significant positive outcomes.
Hello everybody, my name is Etoa Kilongo, one of the girls who participated in the sanitary pad program. The pad system we tested kept the reusable pad in place, as I was able to move around without worrying that I would still feel protected. Thank you so much. Hi everyone, hope this finds you all. I'm Ongo by the name, one of the participants in the sanitary pad system. The hybrid pad made it so I could change the disposable pad fewer times. And this is good because the disposable pads are very expensive and very difficult to find. I also like them because they did not require a lot of water when washing. Thank you so much.
Now that we have a product that will help girls living in a low water resource environment stay in school, we want to package this product into a larger initiative. The larger initiative would give the materials, tools, sewing, and business training to displaced women to produce the hybrid pad as a source of income. The product then becomes more than a means to help girls stay in school. It becomes a means for women to learn a skill and make a living. When women are able to achieve economic independence, there are undeniable returns for everyone in the community. Research shows that when women work, they invest 90% of their income back into their families, compared with 35% for men. By focusing on girls and women, innovative businesses and organizations can spur economic progress, expand markets, and improve health and education outcomes for everyone. Families will flourish, communities will strengthen, and a country's GDP will grow. In the words of Melinda Gates, when women get information, tools, funding, and a sense of our power, women lift off and take the group where they want it to go. In order to put this larger initiative into action, we need seed money that will allow us to define and cost out all the pieces necessary for a woman to make and sell these pads for profit. For example, what type of sewing machine, how much fabric, and what level of sewing and business training is needed. We will also need seed money to market this larger initiative as a meaningful target for corporate sponsorship. Ultimately, we'd like to sell this initiative to corporations by showing them how their donation can give a displaced woman an opportunity to make a living by producing and selling a product that helps girls stay in school. Their donation will lift up humanity by empowering women, which arguably is the most comprehensive approach to making a difference in the lives of people.